Steamlord, written by The Psychopath. Chapter 3 Unfortunate Encounter. The man and his 3 bodyguards had some trouble getting into the house, but they managed to stand tall in it. It was so peculiar. Everything looked about the proper height for that small pony outside. The human was starting to doubt his suspicions earlier. Perhaps these ponies were the dominant species on this world. Then that would mean... Damn! I went off course. I knew that dimensional traveling wasn't a good way to travel. Okay, Templar and Teutonic, you stay down here and start searching for anything that could be of intelligent value. Maps, letters, notes, drawings, anything. Hospitaller, you're coming with me upstairs. Let's see if we can find anything else. Oh, and one more thing. Deactivate cloaking systems. Let the optimum batteries recharge themselves. The bots did as told and revealed themselves to the world. Unfortunately, a few of the tiny critters in the house got frightened and ran away. The bots were about to follow them, but their creator stopped the Crusader Knights immediately. No, if we are to use lethal force, it should only be against real threats like the monster we encountered in the forest. For now, only use non-lethal subduing methods. Besides, what can a few tiny rodents and birds do? And with those words, the man went upstairs with his bodyguard to fumble through whatever he could find. Checking his pocket watch, he saw that it had been a full 15 minutes since they had been searching through the place. However, they meticulously replaced everything the way it was as to not arouse any suspicion to his existence in this world. However, Hospitaller stopped searching through and stood up unexpectedly. What's wrong, Hospitaller? Your brothers found something? Hospitaller cracked and moved towards the exit of the bedroom they were in and went down the stairs. The worrying of the 3 bots started to worry the human, who instinctively climbed down the stairs on his own and went in front of the bots who were seemingly staring down something in front of the door. What are you doing? We need to get the maps and leave here at once! What are you staring at? The 3 robots pointed each at the door. After turning around, the creator saw the little yellow pony from before scrunched down against the floor, shaking as a leaf as the gigantic creature stared at her. The man crouched and extended an arm, taking this animal for a pet of some sorts. Hey there, what are you doing here? It could be dangerous. You don't know where you're... Ah! What? The little pony screamed and ran out the door and seemed to speak.
Rainbow Dash, there are monsters in my house.
What? Is this a joke?
No, look through the windows.
Why? I don't see... Dear Celestia, what are those things? They look pretty cool.
Shit, break down the wall. We have no time to dilly-dally here. Once we get into the forest, activate cloaking systems. A steam release for approval and the machine tear down a portion of the house, allowing for a quick escape.
Hey, come on, Airy Pony, we have to catch it. It destroyed Fluttershy's house.
Several Pegasi and Earth ponies started to chase after the creatures, while most of them stayed back in fear. This actually meant that just a few of the ponies gave chase. However, Rainbow Dash looked closer at the strange metallic objects on the being wearing a black jacket and realized that they looked similar to the thing that destroyed a large portion of Cloudsdale.
Wait a minute, I'm not going to let you go!
She screamed from the top of her lungs. Damn! Start cutting down the trees to slow them down. These blasted cloaking devices are faltering again. While the bodyguards took out their claymores and started slicing trees and rocks and propulsing them further away, the man activated the communications within his goggles. Security system, how are the repairs to the cloaking device?
35% complete, just enough to cloak the exposed side of the ship.
Then activate it and open the entrance. We're coming back inside the ship.
An error has occurred?
Yes, I think I have invoked the wrath of the local population.
They are not humans?
No, and one of them is flying at incredible speeds towards... Before he could finish his sentence, the rainbow mane pony was about to reach him. She was just 1 centimeter away. Unfortunately for her, Teutonic detected her proximity to its creator and grabbed her tail just to throw her further away with great strength. The other ones were getting closer, but the trees falling down as well as the rocks crumbling over slowed them down just enough. There it is! Quick, Teutonic, pick me up and jump into the entrance. After returning to his safe haven, the door shut more easily this time. The man looked through one of the few viewports on the side of his ship to see the rainbow main pony shooting straight for him, but stopping immediately and looking around for something. The way she just stopped, despite her speed, defied all laws of physics the man knew. However, the other ones who came were walking and were looking around just like she was. After a few moments of heavy breathing, the Pegasus spoke to the others.
We lost them. Let's get out of here quickly. We're already too deep in the air-free forest.
Air-free forest? Talking, colorful ponies? Flying ones too? I think I will find great satisfaction in studying this world as I get the dimensional surfer working again. Once the ponies were out of view, the man slouched back against the wall and started to gasp for air as his heart beat with an extreme pace. The 3 bodyguards just bent over and stared at him. You 3, all range mode defined as neutral movement pattern. Do you comply? The 3 bots started to whir, and the sound of clockwork happened in almost a second. They soon nodded together. Good. Help security system with her heavy manual labor, while I start working on the generator's energy distribution system as well as the dimensional surfer. The man went in the opposite direction of his favorite creations and instead went directly towards the gigantic grey doors leading to the main generator. But before inputting the codes to access this key room, he called upon SS once more. How are the long-range scanners, SS?
They are operating at 75.37% capacity. They are good for one wide area scanning, but results can be faulty and ridden with errors.
It is good enough. Perform long-range scans for the areas near the house that we were unfortunately caught in.
Roger.
Good, well, while you do that, I'm going to perform the scanning on the generator to make sure there are no leaks, no matter how small. A few button presses and the door started to open. First, the giant metal circle shown slid to the left side. The 2 giant golden gears and strong wires all retract into the walls. Then, finally, extremely thin bars descended into the bottom of the ship. The man stepped forward to observe the only thing truly keeping him and his ship alive. It was an ore within a sturdy, transparent casing. It alternated between blue, green, and purple every so often. The casing was held with a very tall and wide stool which transported the energy via giant black cables throughout the ship. The machine itself gave off a gentle humming. As the man went to the side of this black room, he hit the walls again. A small compartment slid open, revealing a wide variety of scanning equipment, as well as soldering tools. He went straight to work. If there were any problems with this generator, the explosion could bring about a wide problem within this world. A few hours passed and it was nighttime outside. The sounds of violent creatures waking and roaming around the forest could be heard a mile away. It was finally time to eat and soon rest. As the man exited the generator chamber and passed through decontamination, he quickly went to the bathroom to take a shower. A few minutes and he was already out and was given clothes that looked exactly like the ones he was already wearing. The man seemed to rub his left arm quite a lot as of late. I'll need to check my arm soon. It's acting up on me.
Steamlord.
Shouted security system. Yes.
Long-range scans are complete. There is a 14% probability of errors, but a large community has been detected further away from the location of your previous visit.
Excellent! What about this community?
Bioscanners have noticed.
Weird ponies with strange abilities, I know.
Yes, well, many of them have a strange aura surrounding them. These ones appear to have singular protrusions on their frontal lobes.
Horns on their foreheads?
Affirmative. One seems to have a more powerful barrier surrounding it in what appears to be a center for knowledge. If you go there, you could find the data you have been researching.
That sounds like a good plan, but for now I will rest, and so will my Crusader Knights. They need a proper recharge and system scanning. Our cloaking systems went haywire today. Steamlord left for his room where food and bed waited for him. Despite the heavy tilting of the ship, his gravity generator made up for the problem. He would need to be in good form tomorrow. He wouldn't want to meet this Rainbow Dash the Yellow Pegasus called upon. that and his presence would likely be spread throughout the town or city they lived in. Everything was really going smoothly for him today. Well, at least his ship was sturdy enough to withstand any outside attacks, and SS would probably detect any outside presence deemed a threat. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this next chapter of Steamlord. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe. And in other news, there is no other news. Well, this is awkward. Again. Well, bye! See you in the next chapter!